We are at Farm in Dell, and I was just we have are you the garden
farm manager is what they call it.
Manager.
Yeah.
Farm manager.
Farm manager.
Kind of silly because I'm not much of a farmer or a manager, but we get it done.
People come up and they're like, "I'd like to speak to the farm manager, please." May I speak to your farm manager?
Yeah.
And are you're starting some fruit trees over here?
Yeah,
I just
we are.
checked
We've
out.
kind of a little orchard thing. It's just another way to kind of reach out to folks, get our engineers more to do, and some things where on those muddy days we can maybe stay out of the dirt and still be useful. So it's a good opportunity.
Not that you've had a lot of
great.
muddy days this year.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
It's dry out here.
Let me ask a couple questions because, when we were chatting with Anna earlier, I said, this is not a traditional nonprofit. You're
Correct.
dealing with things that other nonprofits don't have to worry about so much, right? Yeah. It's been a hot year. It's been a dry year. And so what has that meant for your garden, your garden engineers out there working and trying to, sustain these plants?
Well, it really is a challenge because, of course, the first thing we're doing is we're trying to take care of our people. So there have been a few days where we've just shut down.
Yeah.
Just too hot.
It just we can't keep everybody safe if there's no AC out here in the sun and your heat index gets in the 90s. We've had 3 days where we just said, stay home.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other than today, it's pretty sticky. So we had everybody out, but we take a lot more breaks than normal. Get them in, get them water, get them out of the shade. So far as the plants go, you can run drip line, and we can make it work for a lot of it. Some of the stuff in back we don't have sprinklers on or anything. We're just dry, but yeah, we take care of our folks first.
Nathan is with us. He is the farm manager out here at Farm in the Dell. Tell us about how did you get started with Farm in the Dell?
Well,
everybody's got a story.
It's a weird story because I taught band for 26 years. We moved to Fargo a couple years ago. I was working with O'Reilly's Auto Parts, honestly, and just sort of going, I don't feel coming out of teaching. You want to use your gifts a little more, and sort of was looking for something, and I just got cold called, honestly, saying, hey, would you want to apply for this? And I looked into it and went, well, I'm not much of a farmer, but I think I can help take care of people. And so that's kind of how I got roped into this, and it has been a wonderful place to land.
Yeah.
I always think when you have educators, right, they're people who know how to work with other people.
Oh, yeah. And you got to be able to handle a lot of balls in the air at once.
Yeah.
Because it's, if I can handle a junior high band, I can manage anything, right?
No, you really can manage anything, I think.
Okay, do you ever bring your axe out here?
I
you
have
ever
not.
entertain
We do some
the
singing.
masses?
We joke about that. We'll get some singing going once in a while or something. But
there you go.
Yep.
I love that.
I mean, I'd love if like, hey, listen, the lunch bell is you playing the trombone, right?
So what has kept you here? Because you got here and you stayed here.
There's a lot of things. There are a lot of hard days, but I'm not sure I've had a bad day.
Sure.
In the year and a half I've been here. They're just good days because you're helping people. Stuff is growing. You're outside. And the job, it's one of those jobs where it's kind of different every day. Because you come out and, okay, what do we need to do? And some days you're picking a lot, and some days you're watering. Yeah. And some days...
Were you a gardener before this?
My wife and I, we gardened kind of all along. She more than me. I was with the grunt work more.
Sure.
But, so yeah, we've gardened all along. And so this really, we call it a farm, but it's a great big honking garden.
Right. Exactly. Yes.
And so you're growing tomatoes, but you're growing 7 rows 100 feet long of tomatoes. We're growing a lot of tomatoes.
A lot of tomatoes.
It's just a really big scale. And we do our best, and we get what we get, and we turn that around and give it back to the community.
And you've got great rows of beautiful flowers too. We've been talking about the produce a lot, but the fruit trees, are kind of, they look new.
I think a couple years old. Some of them, they're still pretty small. But we're planning to put in a bunch more. Yeah. We've got some folks who come alongside, and they want to help us get that done. And so yeah, that's a a opportunity.
Would
for us
love
to do
a little
else.
orchard area up here.
I know.
How perfect would that be? And it's surprising what kind of North Dakota pears you can get. They're really good.
You can do pretty well.
You can get some good pears up here. Like the pear trees that are very mature are
I mean, I think that we're
Very
incredibly lucky that the University of Minnesota and
Yes.
their department there has been trying to
Done some
create
good stuff.
trees
Yeah.
that are so hardy. So gone are the days of where you have to worry about, the zone for so many types of trees that they've been grafting and figuring out how to make things hardy for our neck of the woods.
Yeah, yeah. And even just getting some things started, we've had good help. I know the NDSU, one of the professors over there, he's got a class. They start plants for us at the beginning of the year.
Oh,
So in
sweet.
March, he's got stuff going for us in the greenhouse.
I love that.
So yeah, we've got it. It's been really good. A lot of people coming alongside, trying to make it work, help us out. So we
Okay,
love
Nathan.
having company.
You avoid using chemicals out here,
Correct.
which means that you use some of the old ways.
Which is mostly you put your knees in the dirt and you pull it.
There you go. That's the
And
best
so-
way to do it sometimes, right?
Exactly. Well, and part of that is, again, it's about the engineers. Because if we've got our folks who are, some of them, they're in a little more delicate health, so we've got to be really careful with our folks. And so we're not spraying much of anything. So when we're dealing with the potato beetles, we're going out with your gloves on, your little jar of water, and you're picking potato beetles off the plant. When we're getting rid of weeds, we're doing it by grab the weed, yank. So it's a really different kind of farming. That's why farming isn't, it's gardening, and we don't use much for chemical, which is kind of a pride point when we talk to our customers that, yeah, we can't say we're organic, but basically we are. 'Cause
You're
we
as
don't
close
spray
as
any-
you can
yeah,
be, right?
Yeah.
We just haven't jumped through the hoops, and we've got neighbors who spray their crops, of course, so we can't say that. But yeah, we don't put anything on anything that goes on a table.
Okay, what's the request? What's the thing that people are like, gosh, I'd love for you to grow a little of this?
Oh, the request. Well, a
He's
lot of
asking
it-
because he's got.
I've got so many. I got so
You got-
many.
you have a
to talk
list.
about. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Well, last year we tried to be a little bit adventurous, and we tried some things around the edges, of different varieties. And the thing that we heard back from was some of it was, oh, we're not quite sure what to do with that.
Yeah.
So we leaned a little bit more into the staples.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just to make sure everybody's, when you're getting your squash, oh yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Grandma taught us how to do that.
Right.
So you can, but we've got a lot of stuff too where we send out Swiss chard or kale
Yeah.
or kohlrabi and have people kind of look at us weird, and we say, look online. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
be surprised.
All
It could
kinds
be a
of
new favorite.
recipes.
Yeah.
JJ is obsessed with Walla Walla sweet onions, so he'd like
We've got
those.
scats of them.
Do you?
Yeah, we got a
You
lot
can
of
pick
things.
those out of the ground and eat them like an apple. They're so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's-
some
And listen,
people
no
can.
one's going to want to be around you for the rest of the day, but you can do it.
but
no
then
matter
you
what.
know why.
Okay, what about stuff like, do people ever wonder, like, hey, have you started establishing asparagus? Have you established garlic or any of those?
We've
those
dabbled
types?
in both of those things. The challenge with some of it is kind of with our CSA, our consumer supported, basically our subscribers. We start that kind of middle of July. Right after 4th of July. And some things like asparagus, they're basically done by
You're
then.
done by the
Yeah.
4th of July.
And
yep.
so the season just doesn't really fit.
Okay.
And so we dabbled with that some, and again, you're picking that in April.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have any folks out here much in April.
Right.
We're just getting started.
Yeah.
Because we
Yeah.
don't have heat in our building, so really until we get days that are in the 50s, we really can't get going full.
Sure.
For sure.
So you're
So-
planting each of these things by hand then?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Cheyenne Gardens over
Oh, yeah?
across the river is a good helper for us. We get a bunch of our stuff. He starts a lot for us. NDSU starts a lot of our flowers. Alan Zuck up there, he's got a volunteerism class. But most of everything else you see was one of our folks poking a seed that are
Wow,
Nice.
that is so cool.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yep. And some of it too, we have volunteer groups that come out, like for our potato field. When we'd throw 20 people in there with shovels and a bucket full of potatoes, and we just plant
Sure.
and let her rip.
Beautiful.
We have a question, and I'm happy to answer it. Can the public shop there? You
Yes.
betcha.
yes.
You bet.
Yes.
Our market's open Thursday. We got UPIC, so our market's open Thursday, especially in the afternoon. We love having volunteers. We've got school groups, church groups, corporate groups, individuals, families. On the website, you can sign up to volunteer. We love having company because there are some things we do out here that our engineers are going to struggle at. with mobility issues or detail, stuff. So we love having company. We love having people come out and buy our stuff. Some of it goes to Great Plains Food Shelf. I think we sent them about 10,000 pounds last year.
You listen how nonchalantly.
1,000 pounds?
10,000 pounds.
Between potatoes and corn.
Oh my
that they can use then, and that helps the community.
Wow.
It does.
We got a couple schools
Beautiful.
like Moorhead, West Fargo. It's more work for them to deal with our stuff than just to yank it out of a bag in the semi, but they like to be able to put fresh local stuff on the table.
I love that.
And
that's
so
awesome.
that's a win for us. We've got our subscribers, and then our market here. And there are times, too, where you get to a Friday and go, the cooler's still full. We'll take it to somewhere, food shelf or pantry or whatever, and just say, here, congratulations, you get 100 pounds of squash.
Wow.
There you go. And
That's beautiful. Yes.
Kind of a
Thursday's your day to come. You pick from 10 to noon, or you can come out and shop the market that they've already picked for you from 4 to 6.
Yep, exactly right.
And so that'll be this evening. So
zucchini bread, yay or nay for you, Nathan?
With the chocolate chips, absolutely.
With the chocolate chips.
Solid win.
We're best friends. That just happened
Should we
right
just-
here on the air.
Have you ate zucchini raw like Anna's kids like to do?
I have not done that. That
That's
makes
one
me,
that you
that
haven't
makes
gotten
me
to
wince
yet?
a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sold, but I'm willing
You'd
to
prefer
try
it baked with some eggs and flour and chocolate chips. I get it.
I imagine you
Sugar.
have the same, not problem, but the same situation so many people do, which is like, I'm going to plant 10 zucchini plants because I want to make sure I have enough. And then you go, oh, my God. I got too much zucchini right now.
Except you say 10 and think that's a number. For us, because we have to be able to provide for 120 people on a Tuesday. And so basically that means we also have enough zucchini on Friday and Saturday. It gets bonkers with some things. Like they were picking cucumbers today. They came in with the back of the gator loaded with cukes because once it starts, heaven help you.
Right, exactly. And it just doesn't seem to stop.
Doesn't stop, but it started, and
Yeah.
you can come and shop the market.
Exactly.
And Nathan, thank you so much for joining us.
It's wonderful to have you guys out.
Yes,
Thanks
thank you.
for having
It's so
us.
nice to be out.